Welcome to another edition of The Story Behind the Car, and I'm with Frank. And Frank, can you tell us about your amazing Road Runner?
Yes, indeed. It is a 1969 Plymouth Road Runner convertible. Its numbers matching throughout. I was looking for it for many years and discovered it at a place called Coffey's Corvettes in Old Forge, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Scranton.
Okay.
So I flew out there and took a look at the car, showed up with a list of some 3 pages of things to check, and went over the car, and I found no flaws in it whatsoever. The only problem was I ran out of time while I was there, and I never had a chance to drive it before I bought it. And then I had it shipped in, and here it is.
And how long have you had it, Frank?
I've had it for now 4 years. That's it. Yeah, that's good.
I'm sorry?
We're gonna have to edit that because I just lost my train of thought.
Oh, no, that's okay. We'll just keep rolling.
Okay.
What is the significance of the Coyote Duster?
Well, it's the Road Runner.
Yeah.
Remember the Road Runner
Yeah.
and Wile E. Coyote?
Yeah.
So he dusts off the Coyote.
Okay.
And that's an air grabber hood, which
Yeah.
has these vents that can be opened and closed
Okay.
because this seals around the air cleaner and it pulls
Yeah.
air directly into the carburetor through the filter.
Well, when I saw the Duster, I know that Chrysler had a Duster, a Plymouth Duster as well. That's what threw me off.
Different vehicle.
Yeah.
You should honk the horn.
Yeah, there were only 1,871 convertibles made in 1969.
Yeah. I've heard about the horn. I've never heard it.
Oh, wait. Better late than never, right? Benjamin here yet? Nope. What? Serious? Yeah.
Yeah. So I shot a Road Runner earlier in the year, and the guy said he had the Road Runner horn, but he said I'm not going to honk it. So
Why not?
he said I just don't like honking it.
Ah.
It was his vehicle, so I accepted that. But I'm
part-
glad you did, Frank.
It's part of the deal.
Yeah.
It's got the original metal horn and mostly original all throughout.
Yeah. And I love the red line or red stripe tire or tires, and the poverty or dog dish hubcaps too.
Yep, absolutely.
Very cool. And was it in this condition when you bought it, Frank?
It was indeed.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, you did say how many convertibles were made,
1,871.
and how many were made with a split bench? Do you know?
I don't know.
That's pretty rare, I would imagine. Most would be
Yeah.
buckets.
There were a lot of bench seats at that time.
Oh, okay. And there's the iconic Plymouth emblem.
Headrests at that time were an option. That's why
Okay.
there are none.
I knew they came out in '69, so I like it without myself.
That's fine until somebody hits you.
Yeah. Just a great looking look to it. I love the color too.
Well, the specific color I was looking for. It's F8 green, forest green.
F8?
F8.
Yeah.
That's
And I'm sure this trunk is absolutely huge.
yeah. It is indeed. And the keys are in the ignition.
Okay.
Let me grab it.
It's honestly easier than driving on the road because all you gotta do is you only need ahead of you.
Very, very clean.
And in typical Mopar fashion, all the keys go in upside down.
Yeah.
And you have to push down.
Taylor like was there that way. I've been back.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of room, yeah.
Original spare.
I was going to say, that spare looks original.
It is indeed.
Yeah, I remember driving, my dad had a car and he didn't have radials. He'd hit the grooves on the highway.
Change lanes.
Yeah, change lanes, yeah.
Okay, that's what I used to
And I love the simple dash on it. Very few controls.
It's referred to as a taxi cab dash.
Oh, okay. And is it a 5-speed or a 4-speed?
4-speed.
4-speed? They probably didn't have the 5-speed
There were no
yet.
5s.
Yeah. Anything else we should talk about before we wrap things up, Frank?
I think that should pretty well cover it.
Yeah.
I'm just a lucky guy.
Yes,
that's
you
for
are.
sure.
And how long did you look for it? You said you looked for it a long time.
I was yearning for it for probably 50 years,
Okay.
but I started looking in earnest for about 3 years.
Yes. And before we wrap things up, you said you had a business, St. Louis Race Gear?
St. Louis Race Gear, yes.
Yes.
I started doing track day events here in St. Louis, and all you needed was a helmet, except you can't buy one in St. Louis, or
Yeah.
at least you couldn't.
Yeah.
Because you can now. I'm stocking Bell, Simpson, and Race Grip helmets, shoes, gloves, fire suits, harnesses, head and neck restraints, all manner of auto racing safety apparel.
Wonderful. And I'll put a picture of your business card on here as well.
Thank you very
And your
much.
Contact information.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Frank.
You're welcome.